Yo folks, and welcome to the channel. My name is Bork. In today's video, we're doing the lap 2 runs as promised, and we're going to be attacking the Titano Turtle. And just note the teams I'm going to be using are from the spreadsheets right here. Credits go to the original creators, not to mention the skeleton team, because these skeleton teams are actually pretty good. They're not like perfect, but let's go ahead and do this run specifically. So we're going to do a clash, and what's funny enough is running this sort of Kaori works out for me just because she has a little bit more HP. It's up to you whether you want to run this one or not. And what I like to do is run it on like a semi-auto, not auto thing. So what I mean by that is I'll leave it on 2x speed, and I won't turn on auto for the early portions because usually he jumps into this turtle mode really fast. And then after that, I sort of spam Makoto right here, go on her like sort of merry way right here. And the biggest thing why I do this is because you do a defense break and then everyone attacks afterwards, and Kokoro can land her heals wherever. I like this version of Kaori because she's actually able to stay alive. I'm gonna turn off my autos right here, but usually it's actually pretty decent. Now I know you can get like the timings really well for this if you can, land the defense breaks appropriately, but I'm not having any issues right here. Now the biggest thing is I don't use Makoto's defense break right here, and this is kind of important where after this you can see we are able to do our UBs afterwards. So this is the reason why I like to sort of save Makoto's UB after like everyone gets like their TP charges off, and then as you can see here we are pretty safe and in control. Now the biggest thing as well is getting Kaori's UB off right here one more time, and if things flow appropriately we should be able to get Makoto's UB off and Kaori's UB off one more time at the very end of this. So we're not going to do the UBs here right now. There we go. So like I said, we have like, oh my gosh, we missed it. We could have scored like just a little bit more if I clicked a little bit faster, but if you can get the timings right, I could have turned off like the double times. I was able to actually score like 1.4 million. Like I'll show you my personal logs. I should have just turned it off, but right here in my trial runs, oh man, it's so juicy. I wish I had like that 1.4. It's not impressive damage. Let's go ahead and try that one more time. Oh no, someone kept doing clashes. All right, so we had a situation. The Scorpio essentially is now here, no longer the turtle. And one thing to note with these teams, you can see there is like some variations with June, Saren, or I guess like the June teams with Tomo and Tama, but we don't have Tomo and Tama. So you can see here as another skeleton team, you can run the normal June, Saren. Average minimum damage is like 0.96. So I'm hoping we can score roughly 1 million on this boss. That's like the hope. So let's go ahead and jump into the clash right here. Of course, I would love to use like other like variations of these teams, but I don't really have them. And I like to run Fjords, or actually we'll just run Raiders for this specific run. So let's go ahead and begin and do our clash. This one, not so fancy because you could completely auto it. For this, I'm just going to try and time like Makoto's UBs. Usually though, when it comes to Kaori and Shori, they cast their UBs fairly quickly. So right here, we should be able to have some lag time for Kaori. There we go. So I like doing it like that because sometimes Kaori just does her own thing and she ends up casting her UB too quickly and everything sort of like messes up. Saren's UB usually never matters in June Saren comps. Her union burst is like so minimal, it doesn't really matter. For this, again, we're gonna go ahead and spam Makoto. That way Kaori doesn't do her own thing once again, because what happens sometimes is in mid skill, so you could technically cancel doing a union burst, or what some people like to do also is wait for like the 3 howls, because usually she does the howl. So you can see right there, that's like the classic reason. So Makoto was howling, and that's the reason why Kaori was able to go before her. So it's just one of those situations, like for min-maxing like clan battle, you could do that, but personally speaking, I'm not about that life currently. Min-max myself to that degree. Hopefully we don't die right here. We do have one free reset if we have to use it. I'm hoping not to. We're doing decent damage so far. Okay, Makoto died. That is not a good situation for us, but we still have the pullout. But we might be able to actually get 1 point something million. I'm gonna keep this damage. 1 million is good enough for me. Remember guys, I am retired Bork right here, and I know like this isn't the greatest damage, but we take those when I'm retired. That's gonna be the Scorpion right there. Average damage, like we said, was like 0.96 with the skeleton team. And just note, like the magic teams like posted right here, they're probably the ones that you want to follow. The only reason why I didn't follow those teams is if you go into my personal logs right here and then you jump into my clashes, you can see I use my magic team against Rai because I didn't know if we were gonna make it to like the Scorpio boss, and technically speaking I was just wanting to like push my runs essentially. But these are all my different runs for the past couple of days, so you can see I've been using like the classic Ilya comps and Jun Saren and the Tomo Tama teams. I'm pretty much using the teams that I I told you guys about. So nothing's really changed from the game plan. I did not realize we're actually on day 4 already, so that is actually pretty pog. Tomorrow is going to be the last day, well, you know, as of the recording of this video. And yeah, hopefully good luck to like everyone. Whole goal with this clan was to stay above like top 300, so hopefully we managed to do that by the end of today. I've been so happy with them. Those are the teams I was running. No real crazy shenanigans really. Like when it comes to like secret teams in clan battles, one of the first things that I really want to point out is they don't really exist per se. The only thing that really happens is that there are teams that are just better at doing certain timing. I think that's what really needs to get sort of fleshed out in the community. When it comes to clan battle, it's really like just manualing to the point where everyone has consistent damage, because in auto you could lose upwards to like 100k damage or 200k per person per run. Those are like the small tidbits that might make competitive clan fall between like top 10 and like top like 25. The rest of the clans are probably going on auto, but that's like one thing I noticed like with the top 10 like sort of behavior. Manual is god tier mostly because you got consistency, and you know, shout outs to everyone who's like in a top 10 clan, because, or like even top 25, because I know you guys like push yourselves to the absolute limits trying to get like that timing down absolutely perfectly, so once you do your runs, like everything just sort of falls in line in place. Like when I was in a top 10 clan, I was practicing for at least 30 minutes just trying to get all the timings right for each boss, because I was like not the best at it, and I had to really like hone in on like, oh, I click at this part, or oh, I wait for Makoto's How to do like 3 ticks and then I cast her Union Burst, or oh, like Kaori, she does a hit after she holds back a punch. So it's really about making sure you don't cancel animations. What's funny is in auto, they never cancel the animations, because auto, you wait until technically the buff or whatever like skill that the character is casting before you do anything else. What's really interesting though is the Ilya comps are no longer working against this. I'm assuming it's because it's a little bit too defensive now. I think I'm gonna have to just run something else, because these stall teams are actually working, and I'll probably shift my teams into more a stall meta, because you can see here Ilya is not breaking it. Let me know in the comments. But like the biggest thing with me, you guys already know this, I'm retired casual board. I still go through arena, like I'm still hanging out. Like my goal is to stay within like at least above like top 300 usually, and then when it comes to like princess arena, my goal is to like stay above top 1000. I think this team should be pretty rock solid. All right, so we're gonna run the Ninon team here, magic breaks here, and oh my gosh, what happened to my other character? We'll run not Yukari, but I would actually like to run someone like Hatsune. I guess this sort of works. We'll see what happens at the end of the day. I'm not really too worried about it, because as long as I can stay somewhat within arena, I'll be happy. Some people are legit refreshing in order to stay within their ranks. I know top arena is like insanely competitive. It really makes sense, because if you stay in top arena, you're actually legitimately paying attention and, you know, staying active in the game, because arena is probably the most active facet if you were to like, you know, play Princess Connect hardcore every single day, because there is like hardcore aspects of Princess Connect, like clan battle and like top words of like arena, depending on like which arena bracket that you're in. So nice, we were actually able to beat this team, maybe because we spent slightly a bit more time refining our princess arena teams. We would have done better, but honestly, like this happens once in a blue moon where I'm just like, I think I want to win, or I want to try a little bit harder on my princess arena teams. Usually Mage Melt is sort of able to beat the Ninon teams from what I have experienced. Right now Kuka looks like she's gonna be going down right here, hopefully speaking. June is like managing to stay alive because she is purple, she is like maxed art, so when she becomes, you know, like this level of a unit, she's just absolutely insanely difficult to kill. Hopefully we can get one of these people one shot out of here. Carol, do your thing, one shot someone. Absolutely not. So I don't think we're probably going to take anyone down here, because losing that Kokoro was kind of huge. That's like a speed buff right there. I didn't expect to win this one, because as soon as I saw like a Sumigi, you know, this person's like pretty top tier within arena. Like I would say Sumigi is like one of the biggest threats in arena right now, just because she can constantly like pull people inwards, and then she can essentially, you know, do an AoE stun. It's absolutely busted, but I like that she's here because she's, you know, messing with arena, and I'm pretty sure she's gonna do a lot of like weird stuff to Halloween Shinobu. You know, watch out for Sumigi. Like whenever you see her, I don't recommend fighting her, but I'm pretty sure like the top arena people are like, oh, I know how to take care of Sumigi. But looks like we're taking care of this with ease. I'm pretty sure Sumigi does get taken down with like some sort of mage melt, but it would probably be like a better version of a mage melt. So we managed to win here, which kind of makes sense because this is like a hodgepodge Ilya comp. That's why this one worked. But yeah, those are the things that I've been doing in arena, like just sort of turning auto on and off for the turtle boss. I suggest turning it off of like 2x speed. I'm pretty sure I could have scored like 1.4 million if I just actually took the time and turned off like the 2x speed, because you can see here on my trial runs I was able to do like 1.47 like on a better run, and that was, you know, versus like using the purple framed carry, you know, rank 11 plus carry versus like the yellow rank carry. But that's only because she got a little bit of a sliver of a health. Hopefully this video helps you guys out, or you guys sort of learned something for clan battle. Good luck to everyone who's been participating. Anyways, if you made it this far in today's video, consider subscribing, dropping a like, leaving a comment. Follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter. Once we hit 27,500 subs, we're doing a giveaway. Thanks so much. Have yourself a fantastic day and see you in the next one.